Now, that's this time, once again, parents who are escorting the senior, please come down to the bench at this time. Thank you. Second one. First up, Corey Gaffney. Corey is a school by his mom, but his dad's here. He's a criminology major who was playing on the Police Academy in Miami. His favorite memory from his team was all the bus rides to away tournaments with his teammates. Finally, he wants to tell his teammates always have fun and enjoy the going ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Gaffney. Next to Caleb Wally. Caleb is being escorted by his brother, Jacob Wally, and his girlfriend, Laura Graves. He is graduating with a degree in business management and concentration in sport management. His plans after college are to coach wrestling in high school while pursuing his master's degree in business. His favorite memory of the team was their way-in slide show last year. He is leaving his team with this bit of advice. Don't take your time for granted. Want to be a winner. Don't wait on anyone. Go and get it. Serve. Ladies and gentlemen, keep on following. Our next senior is Kevin Moon. Kevin is being escorted by his mom, Jesse Moon, his brother Justin Moon, and his dad, Ronald Moon. Kevin has graduated with a degree in business, concentration in sport management. After college, he plans to coach high school wrestling and continue his education. His favorite memory with his team is going to the wrestling room to watch, work with the guys, watching this program, shifting culture. Kevin wants to teach his teammates this bit of advice. It's never too late to give it your all. Trust the process, buy in. First and foremost, it all starts in the classroom. If you're not successful there, the rest doesn't mean anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin. Last but not least is Sadie Miller. Sadie is being escorted by teammates and friends. He will be graduating with a degree in business administration with a minor in marketing and criminology. After college, he entered real estate and the mortgage industry. His favorite memory was his sophomore year because of a shift in the culture of the team. They were more connected and dedicated and focused. Carried that during their time with the program. This is this advice. Find out what everything you do and trust the process. No matter the outcome, accept it and push forward. Like our captain Noah said, with consistency and confidence, success won't be a coincidence. It'll be the result of your hard work. Keep striving and make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Sid Miller. And let's do one last stop across in 2024, 2025, for the rest of the years. He was built at this time and asking these spots to play it on that show. Celebrating now. Wrestling at 157, Will Dennis. Wrestling at 165, Christian Arrington. Wrestling at 174, Max Keel. Wrestling at 184, Tyler Picard. Wrestling at 197, Caleb Moore. And wrestling in the heavyweight, Mason Tom. And for the Coca-Colas, wrestling at 125, Corey Gallagher. Wrestling at 133, Steve Smithko. Wrestling at 141, Frank Bianco. Wrestling at 149, Steve Miller. Wrestling at 157, Noah Koronowski. Wrestling at 165, Austin Collins. Wrestling at 174, Joshua Howell. Wrestling at 184, Emmanuel Dees. Wrestling at 197, Neil Wally. And wrestling at heavyweight, Kevin Move. The Cobras are coached by Rob Harlan, assisted by Omar Argo.
And welcome into your broadcast of Coca Wrestling. I am David Mack here on the broadcast. Unfortunately, no score bug today, but I'll be live updating you with every time that anybody scores. The first matchup of the day at 125 here. Clean slate for both teams starting off. And a takedown there from Corey Gallivan. He drags his opponent back onto the mat. And another takedown. So that's 6. As of right now, it says 3-0 here on the scoreboard. So at about 30 seconds of riding time is Gallivan. And Belmont Abbey's wrestler will start down. Still no score added on here. So the score is 7-0. They just added it on. And Gallivan starts on top. No point quite yet for getting out of it for Belmont Abbey. It's still 7-0. 58.4 seconds left here in the first period. Gallivan unrelenting here. Not letting him out of it. Drawing out the clock. Approaching about 35 seconds. So they'll get the point for getting out of it finally. About 30 seconds left and 7-1. $15 seconds left now. And the period ends. Good first period showing there by Gallivan. Gallivan starts down here. The second period, 2 minutes on the clock. Out of it is Gallivan. Great way to get out of the takedown. 8-1. Back to a neutral position here. Gallivan grabs the leg, has a hold of it. So there's 3 points there for Belmont Abbey. 8-4 now is the score. Gallivan doing his best to just get out of what it is here. And Galvin up. So there's should be a point there for him. That is 9-4. 50 seconds left here in the second period. And there's 3. 9-7. It's a lot closer now. Good second period here for Belmont Abbey. As the riding time continues to diminish here for Galvin. And the second period ends. It's 9-7. Galvin still up 2. And there's 30. He's got 34 seconds of riding time. Comes down to an all decisive third period. In a neutral position, one of them looking for the edge here. Has a takedown by Belmont Abbey, who put them in the lead here in the 125 weight class. And there's 3. Minute 20 remaining. Riding time diminishing, and it's 10-9 in favor of Belmont Abbey now. Out of it. 10-10. It's tied up. 1 minute remaining now. And a great way to get out of that. It'll remain even. And a very interesting 125. And a huge takedown from Galvin. 13-10 is the score. And there's 25 seconds left. $15 seconds left. 13-11. He got the point. And just under 15 seconds left. Belmont Abbey needs to be aggressive. Time running down. 7.3 left on the clock. Nothing there. They're fighting for something. Galvin escapes with a 13-11 win to start it off here. And the Cobras will get 3 early points to start it off. Back in here for the 133 weight class. Spitko needed a break to get the headgear out of his eyes there for a second. 2:21 remaining on the clock. Been quite neutral to start off here. As Belmont Abbey gets a takedown to start off 3-0. Spitko recently ranked in the open mat rankings the number 10 wrestler in the 133 weight class in all of Division II wrestling. Still down 3-0 is Spitko. Cobras up 3-0, all thanks to Corey Gallivan in the 125. Periodically update you with the score. Spitko escapes. So it's 3-1, about 30 seconds left, 31.4 to be exact after the whistle. 3-1, scoreline 3-0 total after the 125. Spitko going back and forth with his opponent, trying to find the right way to just make the move. Might be content with riding this last 10 seconds left here. And that will end the first period. Spitko down 3-1. 2 minutes remaining here in the second period to start off. And then if nothing gives, either a tech or a pinfall, go to a decisive third period. Spitko looking for the takedown. Gets out of it. So it's 4-1 for Belmont Abbey. Spitko gets his 3, ties it up 4 apiece. Riding time for Belmont Abbey trickling down. It's got 45 seconds and 44, 43 trickling down is Spitko. And Spitko thought he could get a pin there. Well, the referee will reset. Two points goes to Belmont Abbey, 6-4. 55 seconds remaining here, the second period. He'll go back to the middle here, 6-4. Actually, he'll get a point. So 6-5. And it looks like Spicko will start down. So the chance here to get it all tied up if he gets out of it. Got 20 seconds to get out of it. And it looks like he'll just lay on him here. Approaching 10 seconds. And the timer will run out. So we will head to a third period with Spicko down 6-5. Time trickling down, 1:37 left. Spitko has to get something going, has to go on offense. It's his arms around him. Spitko trying to work on him. Approaching the 1 minute mark, crowd getting into it. Cricco on him. They'll call it off. They'll start neutral. Under a minute. Spicko needs to make something happen. He's got to start being aggressive. 35 seconds left. And the headgear will fall off. So 29.2 left. Give some time to reset. Back in the middle, 29.2 left. Has to get something going. 17, 16, 15. It's coming down to the wire. And it'll be Belmont Abbey coming out with the win. 3 apiece. It goes here. It's tied up. Galvin taking the win in the 125. Spitko taking the loss in the 133. 141 coming up next. Belmont Abbey up 3-0 early. Get out of it here at the Cobras. .123 remaining here in the first. As a team, the Cobras are tied 3 apiece after 2 weight classes. And in the 141 here, Cobras down 3-0, approaching a minute. 1:05 left here in the first. Trying to get out of it with the Cobras, 40 seconds remaining. 30 seconds now. He's at almost 2.5 minutes of riding time. Belmont Abbey is. So the end of the first, 3-0 Belmont Abbey. We'll head to the second period, 2 minutes now on the clock. Good job being active there by the Cobras. No points. It'll still be 3-0. bringing down the riding time a little bit. Gets out of it. $50 now. It's 4-0 after the Belmont Abbey wrestler got out of it. Nothing there. Good job by the Cobras to prevent the 2 points. $15 left in the second period. And end of the second. 4-0 Belmont Abbey. And the third period underway. Neutral third period. Something needs to give if the Cobras want to walk away with the victory. Crowd getting active. 1 point. There for Coker. 4-1 the score now. Here in this 141-pound bout. $7-1 as it's coming down here. 5 seconds remaining. And brought to the end. 7-2 will be the score to end it off. But they'll actually correct it to 8-2. Another 3 points goes to Belmont Abbey. And so they're up 6-3 now here after 3 weight classes, now on to 149. Great get there. Get a stalling call there, it looks like. Zero zero back to the middle, approaching 2 minutes. Nothing to go here. Still nothing here. Belmont Abbey leads 6-3 team total. 149 weight class here. Under a minute remaining here, the first period now. And there's 3 there for the Cobras. And 2 right back for Belmont Abbey. Oh. There it is, 2. Okay. Put 4 on the board there for a second. Riding time building a little bit here for Belmont Abbey. The Cobras with the lead here, approaching the 22nd mark. Four to 2 here. The Cobras got out of it. Starting down here in the second period was Belmont Abbey. They got out of that, so it's 4-3. 1:45 remaining second period. Battling back and forth. Belmont Abbey wrestlers got the leg of the Cobras. Trying to get out of the hold. And there's 3. 3 more. 7-3 here for the Cobras. Approaching the 1 minute mark. The Cobras shrinking the Belmont Abbey riding time. Out of it was Belmont Abbey wrestler, so 7-4, 35 seconds left. Cobras got the leg of Belmont Abbey, pushed him down, and they call it 3. 10-4 is the score. Riding time has completely disappeared and now building for the Cobras. And time runs out. 10-4. Great period there for the Cobras. "22 seconds of riding time now for the Cobras. After it made Belmont Abbey's riding time completely disappear. They're up 10-4. Team score is Belmont Abbey up 6-3 after a three points from Gallivan in the 125 weight class. And then 2 victories for Belmont Abbey in the 133 and the 141. Gave them 3 points each in those. They're up 6-3. 140 remaining here, the third period in this 149 bout. 1 for the Cobras. 11-4 is the score line. Just checking on the trainers, checking on the wrestlers here. Making sure everything's good to go. Stopping play is Cassie, the Cobra trainer, will wrap up the Cobra wrestler just so they can continue this last minute 34 here in the third period. Out of it is Belmont Abbey 11-5 now. 3 there for the Cobras, 14-5. Huge match here for Coker. One point getting out at 14-6. Three more for Coker. 35 seconds left, 17-6. Under 20. Go back to the middle. 17.1 to be exact. 17-6 is the score here in this 149 weight class. Still 6-3 Belmont Abbey lead. But unless they get another takedown. 20-7. Now 20-8. So a huge win gives the Cobras back the lead. It'll now be the 157 weight class, which will feature the Cobras' Noah Koronowski. 7-6 Cobra team score lead. Huge match. And 157 quickly underway here. Still in a neutral position here to start. 2:15 now left in the first. Three one now. Takedown for Belmont Abbey. And getting it back to neutral for Coker. 3-1. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining here in the first. Under 15 seconds left. Now 10 seconds. 3-1, so the score in this 157 in favor of Belmont Abbey. And that's how it'll end in the first period. Belmont Abbey will start down. They've got 14 seconds of riding time, 2 minutes to start here in the second. Boranowski fighting here. Two points there for Belmont Abbey. 5-1. $52 seconds now here in the second period. 5-1 here in the 157 bout. Cobra's up 7-6 team score. They're battling Oh, kind of at a lull. Koronowski fighting to get him on his back. Out of it is back to neutral with 7.7 seconds left here. 5-1 still the score. Belmont Abbey up in the 157. One point there for the Cobras right as the period ends. It's 5-2. Now 7-6 up the Cobras in the team score. Third period in the 157 getting ready to start. Koronowski starting down. Has a chance to get an early point here. It's 3-5. 125, third period. Now 120. Clock ticking down. Thirty-five still the score. They'll reset. It will be a neutral position. .48 seconds. Koronowski needs to do something, needs to go on offense to get some points at the Cobras here. Three points there for Belmont Abbey. It's a tough break with 15 seconds left. And likely Koronowski will just try to escape it without any more points being thrown on him. So 3, 2, 1, and it's over. A point will go to the Cobras, but in that 157 at the end, final will be 8-4. But that does mean that Belmont Abbey retakes the lead at 9-7 team score. And out comes Collins here for the 165. About 30 seconds into this one. Nothing so far. Approaching the minute and a half mark. 165 weight class 0-0. Still in this one. 129 left in the first period. And once again, a 9-7 lead team score for Belmont Abbey. Under a minute now. Still 0-0. Been a battle through and through. No give. 15 seconds, 15.8 to be exact at the whistle. Still 0-0, back to a neutral position to finish off the first period. And first period, no give, 0-0 match score. 9-7 for the Crusaders. For nothing now for Belmont Abbey. Getting out of it. Back to neutral, and then the takedown. .2 left in the second period. 4-0 still. 14 seconds of riding time Belmont Abbey has. .4-1 now after getting back to neutral. Good move to do so. Now 15 seconds left in the second period. Another 3 there for Belmont Abbey. 7-1. Now the score, the 165, as the second period ends. 2 more minutes. Back on the clock. 2-7. Cobras down. Minute 13 left here in the third period. Back to the middle of the mat they go. 52.8 seconds left in the third period. Forty seconds left now. Under 30. 7-3 is the score. Cobras down here in the 165. 9-7 Belmont Abbey lead team score. A loss here would strengthen their lead. And 5 seconds left. Time just dwindling down here at this point. And it'll be 3 points heading the way of Belmont Abbey. So 12-7 is the team score as we head to 174. Three points there for Belmont Abbey. 3-0. The Crusaders, they're building some riding time here. .143 remaining in the first. 3-0 in favor of the Crusaders. They've built quite a bit of riding time. It's approaching a minute. 52, 53, and now at 54 seconds of riding time with a minute and a half into this first period. But a dominating opening for Belmont Abbey. Out of it. Another 3-4 Belmont Abbey there. So 6-1, under a minute remaining now. 6-2. And another 3 for Belmont Abbey. 9-2 opening first period with over a minute 20 in riding time now. 5 seconds remaining. And now over 2 minutes of riding time. First period ends. It's 15-2 in favor of Belmont Abbey. And we'll see if the Cobras can battle. Keep this one alive. As 2 more by Belmont Abbey would be a tech fall. The Cobras need some points. And that'll be it. That takedown will do it. So 17-7 is now the score line in favor of the Crusaders. And that one will end 18-2. Now on to the 184 weight class. And we'll get into it here. Still doable here for the Cobras. 10 points down team score. So 3 victories here. One of them would have to be more than a 3-pointer. Could bring them back to even or take the lead. 2.5 minutes now here in the first period. Still 0-0, 184. And there's 3 points there for Belmont Abbey. And now a minute and a half remaining here in the first period. Belmont Abbey over 30 seconds of riding time. Now at 40 seconds, under a minute remaining now here in the first period. 3-0 is the score on the 184. 17-7 Belmont Abbey in the match score. Twenty seconds remaining now. Riding time at 1:22. 10 seconds now. And 2 right before the buzzer. So it'll be 5-0. Another three for Belmont Abbey. 8-0 now. Minute and a half left of the second period. Back to the middle it'll go. 1:02 remaining here the second period. Riding time building heavily here. Now 2.5 minutes of riding time for Belmont Abbey. 40 seconds remaining. 8-0 is the score line here in the second period. About 30 seconds left now. Belmont Abbey up 17-17 score. We'll update you periodically as we unfortunately do not have a score bunk today. And it's just about it for the second period. So we'll go into the third period. Another 2 minutes on the clock. And they'll start neutral position here. Three minutes and 13 seconds of riding time Belmont Abbey has. Very impressive. And a tech fall. 15-0. And so it's 22-7 here in favor of the Crusaders. A big swing of events. It was 1-7-6 in favor of the Cobras. And now, unfortunately, no way to win it for the Cobras. Only two weight classes left at the 197 and the heavyweight 285. We'll play things out here. Caleb Wally in here. You may have seen earlier. Was a senior day celebration. We did it beforehand. As four seniors, form of Corey Gallivan, Zaid Miller, one of the wrestler here now, Caleb Wally, another honoree on the senior day, and Kevin Mood, who we'll see here wrestle the heavyweight next. Still 0-0, 150 first period here. 22-7 in favor of the Crusaders. In terms of team score. Under a minute here left in the first period. It's still no points have been scored. Now 3 points for Belmont Abbey with 30 seconds left. And 4 points there for Belmont Abbey. While he did escape the pin. The trainer will check out the injuries here for Belmont Abbey. End of the first, 7-0 in favor of the Crusaders. Point for getting out of it back neutral as Belmont Abbey. So 8-0, 1:45 remaining in the second. Fifty seconds left. It's 8-0 still. 22-7 team score in favor of Belmont Abbey. Here in the 197, it's 8-0. 35 seconds left here in the second period. Another three for Belmont Abbey. Trying to get him pinned here. Trying to just escape it for the last 7 seconds here. It's 11-0. Now 14, 15-0. It'll be a tech fall. As they'll now head up 27-7. Kevin Mood here for the heavyweight. First period started. This match is already decided, but personal record here. Minute into the first period, 2 minutes left here. Still 0-0, 285. Now 1:30 left here in the first period. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Match has been decided already. It's 27-7 in favor of Belmont Abbey. So whatever happens here will just differ the final score, but the result's still the same. Belmont Abbey takes this one. The Cobras will take on UNC Pembroke here next after about a 30-minute break. Fifteen seconds left. Five seconds left in the first period. And nothing gave for either one. 1 point to Belmont Abbey, starting down and getting back neutral. It has been the only score thus far. Nothing else is gave. Back and forth here. Minute 10 left, second period. Back to the middle, it'll go. Back neutral. $40 left now. Back neutral, 12.6 seconds left in the second period. 2-0 is the score in favor of Belmont Abbey. And this one will come to a close here in a second. We'll move on to a third period, all decisive. And Kevin Mood for the Cobras will decide to start down. Trying to get some points back. Mood need to get out of this. Minute 30 left, third period. 30 seconds riding time now for Belmont Abbey. $45 seconds left. 3-0 is the score. $25 seconds now. Release, and now it's 3-1. So Mood will need to make something happen. 15 seconds. Five seconds now. And it looks like it's all said and done. So this one will end. The final score 30-7 in favor of Belmont Abbey team score after Mood loses 3-1 in his heavyweight bout. That'll be it for this one. And up next will be Coker versus UNC Pembroke. That will be on this same link, this same broadcast that you're watching right now. We'll step away for about half an hour. So you let the other team get settled in and get going. But join us back here. And back with you on this broadcast of Coker Wrestling. I'm David Mack. And we just got started. Didn't hear the lineups. I'll give those to you here in a second. But we are now 2 minutes left here in the first period in the 125 matchup. It's 0-0. As stated previously in the matchup against Belmont Abbey, the Cobras just were defeated by a score of 30-27. 30-7, correction there. 1:35 now remaining here in the first period. The lineups for you here for UNCP, the 125, Joey Brusino, and for Coker, the 125 is Mason Moody. A couple changes from the last matchup to this one. It takes a lot to wrestle 2 matchups in a day. But a couple will be doing it. One of them, the few wrestlers for the Cobras that'll be wrestling 2 in one day, Frank Bianco at 141 wrestled against Belmont Abbey, will be wrestling in that 141 spot. Another one, Camonte Wright. He replaces the injured Zayd Miller, who was supposed to wrestle today, but Miller got injured in warm-up before the first one. Austin Collins, another one at 165. Emmanuel Deese at 184. And so the 3 heavier weight classes, 184, 197, and the heavyweight feature Emmanuel Deese, Caleb Lawley, and Kevin Mood. All 3 will have wrestled both. We'll go through here, announce the full lineups. So as I told you that the 125, it's Joey Brusino and Mason Moody. Here as the first period comes to an end, the score is 3-1 in favor of UNC Pembroke. The 133 is Logan Robinson for the Braves and Weston Bear for the Cobras. The 141, Cody Williams for UNC Pembroke and Frank Bianco for Coker. The 149, Tyler Nelson for the Braves, Camonte Wright for the Cobras. 157, Mike Lowry for the Braves, and Dustin Flynn replaces Noah Koronoski. Mason Moody replaced Corey Gallivan at 125, and Weston Bear replaced Steven Spitko at the 133. At the 165, Aspen Talbot for the Braves, and Austin Collins for the Cobras. 174, Logan Hoffman for the Braves, and Anderson Hall for the Cobras, who replaces Joshua Howell, who wrestled against Belmont Abbey. The 184, Mason Dimert for the Braves, and Emmanuel Deese for the Cobras. 197, Chris Dickey for the Braves, and Caleb Wally for the Cobras. And then the heavyweight, Massimo Sullivan for the Braves, and Kevin Mood for the Cobras. It's 3-2, under a minute remaining now here in the second period. 3-2 in favor of the Braves. As the first weight class here, so it's still a 0-0 team score for obvious reasons. Under 20 now. And end of the second period, rather. It's 6-2 in favor of UNC Pembroke, and UNCP has 2 minutes and 4 seconds of riding time. It's Brusino in there for the Braves. And Moody in there for the Cobras. Minute and a half remaining now left in the 125 matchup. Taking down the riding time is Moody. Was once at over 2 minutes, now underneath 1 minute. "45 seconds remaining here in the third period. It's now 7-2 in favor of the Braves. Just another 3 points there for Brusino. 15 seconds remaining in the third. 10-2 score line here in favor of Brusino. Match will end like that. Because of the riding time, it'll be 11-2 in favor of UNCP, and they'll get 4 points on the board to start the day. And up comes Weston Bear. Three points early on for UNCP. Back in the middle. Weston Bear will start down. 3-0 still the score line here. 1:15 left in the first now. Now a minute left. Already 1:45 in riding time. Here in the 133, it's still 3-0. But Robinson trying to get the pin on Bear and does so. That'll be 6 points for the Braves. 10-0 team score in favor of UNCP. Out to the mat comes Frank Bianco to wrestle the 141. Just started here, 141. Cody Williams for UNCP, Frank Bianco for the Cobras. And they'll reset back to the middle. Neutral position here. .2:15 remaining in the first period now. Still 0-0 either way. Neither wrestler gain any ground. 10-0 team score in favor of the Braves. There's 3 points. The first 3 on the board for either side goes to Cody Williams from the Braves. The reset back to the middle. Williams had the positioning on Bianco, so Bianco will start down. So out of it goes Bianco, so he'll get a point. 3-1, a minute and a half remaining in the first. Yeah. 55 seconds left now. And for your Cobra fans watching, baseball just defeated Chowan by a score of 10-6. They're in a 4-game series over the weekend, 1 today, 2 tomorrow, and 1 on Sunday. That is also a home event. But the other 3 will be held in Florence at the Flamingo Stadium. As the first period here ends, it's 6-1 in terms of individual score. 6 points to Williams, 1 to Bianco. Braves up 10-0 team score. Keeping you through this. Cobras fighting back a little bit here. The 141 matchup, about 35 seconds left in the second period. It's 6-4, still in favor of UNCP, but it was 6-1 not that long ago. Five seconds left. And another 3 for the Cobras. They take the lead right before the second period ends. 7-6 in favor of the Cobras now. All right. 7-7. 9-7. Cobras. 40 seconds left. Third period. Cobra's up 12-8. $25 seconds left. Gotta go back to the middle. And the end of it, 15-8. Cobras, and they get their first points on the day. 3 points cuts into that 10-point deficit. Bianco coming away with the 141 victory. And up next to the Cobras, Camonte Wright wrestling the 149, and Tyler Nelson for the Braves. $149 underway. 2.5 minutes left, first period. No score so far. UNCP building riding time. Under a minute and a half remaining first period. Up 3-0 are the Braves. That's the 149 weight class individual score. Team score-wise, Cobras cut a little bit into the deficit. It was 10-0. Now it's 10-3 after the Bianco win at 141. Ten seconds remaining. First period, no change of the score. 3-0 individual. 3, 2, and 1. And that's the end of the first period. We'll go to 2 minutes back here in the second period. 3-0 in the 149 in favor of Tyler Nelson. of the Braves. Seven 0 lead now here for Nelson. Another 3. And to get back neutral, it's 1 for the Cobras. So 10-2 is the score line now. Under a minute remaining, about 50 seconds. Second period here, 45 seconds left now. Another 3 for UNCP, 13-2. 35 seconds left. And there's over 2.5 minutes of riding time here for UNCP. Now 3 minutes of riding time. Period will end. And it'll go to a tech fall. As the riding time put 3 points on the board each for the minute of riding time. It is now 17-2. Or it was 17-2, that's how it finished. So it's a 15-3 team score in favor of UNCP. Dustin Flynn now wrestling for the Cobras. Two and a half minutes remaining here in the first. Still no score within the first 30 seconds. Minute 55. Still 0-0 here in the 157. It's Mike Lowry for the Braves. And Dustin Flynn for the Cobras. Minute 12 left in the first period. 3 points for the Cobras. It's Flynn getting the first score line here. 50 seconds left now. 4-1 lead for Flynn. Twenty seconds left now. Now under 10. 4-4 tied up here now. The period ends. Second period will begin with it all knotted up at 4 apiece. A point to get out of it is UNCP 5-4. Five, 4. The lead to Lowry here, 157 weight class, under a minute remaining here. The second period. Team score is still 15-3. Under 10 seconds left now. UNCP still with the lead. The end of the second period, it's still 5-4 in favor of the Braves in the 157 bout. 15-3 team score in favor of the Braves. Fighting here is Dustin Flynn. By 4 still. Riding time continuously increasing. It's a minute and 6. Under a minute remaining, approaching the 50-second mark. So no score change, and Flynn's going to have to do something here. Has to get out. Trying to hold on for dear life is UNCP, trying to keep him from getting up. And just clock winding down. And one right at the buzzer. I don't know if they'll call that too late or they do. It seems like they won't call it before the buzzer. Or no, they will. And then the riding time there at the end is what pushes it over the edge. So 5-5 riding time made it 6-5 win for UNCP. Gives another 3 points on the board. But it goes from 15-3 to 18-3. And now Austin Collins will wrestle in here. Three one here early on, a minute and a half mark remaining in the coming up here in the first. Minute 15 now, 3-1. Collins leads at 18-3 team score here.
Yes, sir.
45 seconds remaining here in the first period in the 165 bout. Austin Collins against UNCP's Aspen Talbot. 15 seconds. Still 3-1. First period will end. The Cobras and Austin College up 3-1 here against Aspen Talbot from the UNCP Braves. Getting back neutral is UNCP, so another point in favor of Talbot. 3-2. Now is the score. Cobras still lead. Austin Collins doing what he can to grab some points, put them back on the board here at the 165 weight class. And there's 3 there for UNCP, so they take their first lead here. 30 seconds left in the second period. The riding time for Collins is diminishing. 20.7 left as they'll go to the middle. And they'll prevent the getting back to neutral there. So 5-3 lead now for Talbot. We'll go to a third period. Two points to tie it up. Under a minute and a half left in the third period. One point there for Talbot. Gets back even. It's turning out to be a pretty great match here. Under a minute left now, third period. 6-5, Talbot leads. 40 seconds left. Collins needs to do something. .1 on the clock. And Collins needs to get on offense. 12, 11, 10. Getting back to it here. And they'll just hold here. So 3 points go the way of UNC beats 21-3. Unfortunate ending to that one. Collins fought hard. And we'll head to the 174 weight class. It'll be Anderson Hall for the Cobras taking on Logan Hoffman from the Braves. Three early points for UNCP, 2:20 left on the clock. Two-minute mark. 1:55 left. 3-0. Here in favor of Hoffman from the Braves. Go back middle. One point for Hall. Be 3-1. Under a minute. Approaching 50 seconds left here in the first period. A dominant riding time here for Hoffman. Backman will reset. Over 2 minutes riding time now. 25 seconds left here in the first period. 10 seconds left now. Dominant opening here for Hoffman. And if in that 3-minute period, Hoffman earned 2 minutes and 28 seconds of ride time. Three points for Hoffman. The reset here in the middle. And Hall will look to try to get another point. Just got one there. Another three for UNCP. 9-2 is the score line now. Minute 20 left the second period. Minute remaining now. Here in the second period. 9-2 still the score. 21-3 team score. Braves lead. Lone victory by Bianco. Another 3 points here for Hoffman. 12-3. 12-4 now. 26.2 seconds remaining after the whistle when they reset. Another three. 15-4. About 15 seconds remaining. It's a 3 minutes and 23 seconds of ride time. Not quite enough for the tech fall yet, I believe. Building the riding time here to end it. 7 seconds left. And that will mark the end there of the second period. 2 minutes will get put back on the clock here for the third period. 21-3 is the score line for the team score. 15-4 is the score line here for the individual matchup here at 174 with Hoffman leading Anderson Hall. One point back, 18-5 now. And three there will do the tech fall. So 21-5 to end it, and it'll be 26-3 now. As we'll move on to the 184 matchup here, it'll be the Cobras' Emmanuel Deese against the Braves' Mason Dimert. Three off the rip there for Dimert. (26-3) team score. 3-0 lead here. 2:12 left in the first period here in this 184 bout. Emmanuel Deese versus Mason Dimert. Seven nothing is the score here in the 184 bout. And pinfall. Taking care of business there in the first period. (32-3) is the score. 197 bout up next. Caleb Wally of the Cobras. And it'll be against Chris Dickey for the UNCP Braves. Still 0-0 here. 150 left in the first. Been held even. 133 will be on the clock here. The reset. Drawing out the clock here. Quick here for Wally. Three here for him, and he's in control. Try to get the pin. Three nothing. So actually get 6-0 here. 7. My bad. Given 4 there at the end. 7-0 in favor of Wally. So the match already being decided is only a maximum of 12 points could come from the 197 and the heavyweight. A maximum score of 15 the Cobras could get, and the UNCP Braves have 32. Still 7-0. A minute 5 left. The second period. Wally doing his job here. Leads Chris Dickey of the Braves 7-0. Match already decided. Just waiting on a final score at this point. The Braves beat the Cobras here, but still playing at 197 and the heavyweight class. Twenty seconds remaining second period. 7-1 is the score. Wally trying to avoid the pin. And they'll get 3 points. UNCP will there before the end of this period. Just tries to take down that riding time. Seven four. It was 7-0 and cut into the deficit. Dickey did there. Ties it up. Oh no, it would be 8-7. I'm very sorry about that. And another point will be given. It'll be 9-7 actually in favor of Wally. Good news for him. And UNCP takes the lead there in the third period. Can Wally get out of this to tie it? And the riding time shrunk below a minute. So no point will be added there. If Wally can get out of it, he does. So he does accept that. He'll get back neutral, and it'll be 10-10. And there's 3 points with 30 seconds left. An unfortunate end. $12.6. While he starts down. He'll get the one to start neutral. And only a takedown here for Wally could do it. And there's 3 right at the end. An unfortunate end to a great matchup. 16-11 final. There for the Braves. And he fought hard and valiantly here on his senior day. His last wrestling match ever on this mat. And 35-3 is now the scoreline team total. And the last one, 285, the heavyweight matchup. It's the UNCP's wrestler is Massimo Sullivan against Coker's Kevin Mood. And this will be Mood, also his last matchup as a Cobra on these mats. Reset back here to the middle. 2:01 left, first period. Here in the heavyweight matchup, last matchup of the night. 1:15 left, first period. 3-0 in favor of the Braves. Sullivan leads here. And pinned is Mood. You could tell the exhaustion had set in, and that'll be it. So the final of this one will be 41-3 in favor of the Braves. Everyone will shake hands after this, and that is all she wrote here in the Deloach Center. I have been David Mack on the call here for this broadcast of Coker University Wrestling, our last match of the year. Tune in tomorrow to the Flow Sports Network as the Cobras take on the Wasps of Emory and Henry here in men's and women's basketball. Thank you for joining us.